S3x Show. S3x Show. Turn it up. Let's go.
Hey, this is Comedy Sex Show. I'm Tara Tiara.
I'm Lola Basnato.
And I'm Tim Moss.
All right, so we've got the whole Epstein stuff going.
Oh, God.
God, just over and
It's
more and more
endless.
and more. And Prince Andrew is no longer a prince. And He's been
Yeah.
arrested. And
Hey, at least somebody's doing something about it.
yeah, and a couple of other top English guys that were top of their, you know, the ambassador and all that shit.
And
the one guy got
Norway.
arrested. Yeah, and over in Norway, like the Queen is getting investigated because she looked like she was an Epstein girl, and plus her son has been
Really?
raping people.
Oh, I thought you meant the Queen of England. I was,
No,
excuse
the Queen.
me?
Well, she's a
Queen of
princess
Nor-
right now.
Oh, the
And
Princess
she's
of
going
Norway.
to be the queen. She married the prince, and she's going to be the queen.
Oh, scandal.
And so now they're like, oh, bitch, we need to get rid of you because plus her son, before she married the prince, is up on rape charges for like 2 or 3 women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And he's not even a prince, but he was brought up in the royal palace, so he thinks that he is. And, you know, so he thinks he's got special privileges.
Wow.
So he was raping women, allegedly. So they're investigating him and arrested his ass, and he's in, going through court right now. And then over in Poland, they're investigating because it was Epstein had an email where basically he was saying like he was flying out 5 women a week out of the Warsaw airport.
Oh, my God.
And then Kiev also, not Czechoslovakia, Ukraine is investigating because apparently they were using their airport, you know, a bunch of
My
women
God, he
leaving
was
his
all
airport.
over.
And then, of course, Heathrow.
Wow.
And so everybody over in Europe is doing these investigations, and it might not turn out to be, I mean, it is child sex trafficking, but they'll all get arrested for money laundering or selling secrets, government secrets, because that's really what they're going after the British people
Right.
for, and what
Yes, right.
Okay.
Prince Andrew is going for, is because basically he was like giving information to Epstein that he wasn't supposed to be giving information when he was a trade person. So it's going to be the money, as it always is. It's never the sex scandal. It's always the money that you can, and they say it's because you can prove money. It's really hard to prove sex scandals, and that's why a lot of these.
How about maybe we go to the videotape?
Or how about we just?
They've
believe
got
the
all these people on video.
Right, but all that was
But Pam
confiscated.
Bondi has covered it all up.
It was confiscated under the first Trump administration because remember, Epstein was arrested like 6 months into the first year of Trump administration, and then he died like a month later.
Yeah,
And
surprise,
so they
surprise.
raided everything, and all that shit that they raided, Trump had control over his first
right,
administration.
Right.
So the stuff that still has survived that they released is amazing. Can you imagine what they've already covered up?
Also, I heard the other day that they're changing that Epstein. It was, what was it? It wasn't from strangulation from a rope. What he died from, it was strangulation from.
yeah, they were,
Self-affliction?
No, he was murdered.
he was murdered.
Oh, murdered.
Well,
Okay.
this is the thing.
I'm like, yeah, you had to be really down for it to be like, I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the hanging was only by 3 feet or something like that. Like he could have stood up and not hung himself. Something like
Right.
that. So, and most people in the middle of
Logistics?
hanging yourself, you usually try to save yourself
Right.
if you can. That's why a lot of people choose to
No,
do
there was
off
just
a big
too much.
thing
There
where
was-
you can't save yourself.
From the
once you-
moment I heard he died in prison, I was like, "There's only one person that could have gotten him, sent somebody in, killed him, and made it look like a suicide because he did not kill himself."
Oh no, and I'm
He
still
just
not
had too
believing
much.
that he actually killed himself. I don't know that the body
No,
they
he didn't.
have is actually
I
him.
agree.
N-
I was
or
saying
that
this.
he's still like I think he's
Well,
still
I was
alive
saying-
over in Russia or
I
Israel.
was saying this the other day. Well, they've got a picture of somebody that looks a lot
Yeah,
like
and
him over
Ghislaine
in
too
Israel.
looks
And
like she's
Ghislaine-
running around.
Yeah.
because when they transferred her in the middle of the night,
It was
how do we know
covered
it?
by the...
How do we know it was Ghislaine that they
Right.
dropped off there and not a lookalike?
And you can pay somebody a
Listen
couple
to us
million
conspiracy
dollars.
Even with
theorists.
Britney Spears, have you seen the new Britney Spears conspiracy?
No, what's
No.
with Britney Spears
So, like, you know,
conspiracy?
she's dancing all crazy.
Oh,
and
I
shit.
saw that. Yeah, and
But
that
apparently
looks
the new
odd.
Britney Spears, her teeth are all fucked up.
Uh-huh.
They're not like Britney Spears.
Yeah, because I was like,
Oh.
that doesn't really look like her. That's very
Right.
odd.
Yeah.
Right,
But it's the same thing with Ghislaine Maxwell when she did that deposition
Yeah.
where she didn't say anything. She took the fifth. There's like the nose and
Yeah,
the
and
cheeks and all of that
yeah.
just don't. don't
Yeah.
match up to Ghislaine Maxwell. So
Okay.
they probably did the switch. You know, they in the dead of night they moved her surprisingly without anybody knowing it. Switched people. But what I
Okay.
was saying with the body that they took out with Jeffrey Epstein. These rich people, I mean, when it gets to a certain point, they can do anything they
Anything.
want. My guess is that was his clone
Right.
that he
Or-
had
yeah.
in the basement for organs.
Right.
Oh my
that
God.
he because
that's
it
another
looks
reason
just
why
like
why
him.
they're
It's
collecting children and babies.
It's his DNA.
Wow.
It's him. It looks like him. It's
Oh, that's such a good movie plot.
right.
Yeah.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah.
But see, I don't even think he was dead because I saw something.
I don't think he
where
was either. I think
the
he was switched
picture
out.
that they showed of supposedly dead Epstein, there was a mortician person, and she was like, "Yeah, this body's not dead.
Mm.
This body's not dead.
Really?
Yeah, because apparently you lose.
Oh, so they took him out
moisture.
alive.
Yeah, you
I
lose
see. That's
moisture
another possibility.
immediately, and so like your eyes sink and certain discoloration and dryness happens
Oh,
almost
interesting.
immediately and shit like that.
Okay.
They were like, all these TV shows where they show you the dead body. Yeah,
Right,
no,
right. But I don't think that Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide and died in that.
Yeah.
I don't think.
First, I don't
think-
believe that.
Right.
Really?
And second,
I don't know what all of this
Yeah.
is possibility with
Yeah.
these people to switch him out, to roll him out saying he's dead when he's not. Any
Yeah.
of that is possible.
Yeah.
Any of that, but
Yeah.
except the fact that he killed himself because he didn't kill himself.
No, he definitely didn't kill himself.
Either they had him killed or they switched him out.
Right.
brought
and
him
same
out.
with that Luc Brunei guy, the guy that over in France, because he was saying he was about to corroborate and tell all. Because
Oh.
he was Epstein's partner and was doing a lot of the European stuff, shipping in a lot of the girls. And he committed suicide in a French prison. That's why I'm a little skeptic about England and France actually investigating the Epstein files and shit. Because all of their politicians and all of their
Right.
trade organizations and also it's a lot of ornament. It's actually a lot of selling tanks and guns
Right,
and
right,
shit like
yeah,
that.
Okay.
yeah,
It's not-
arms,
Yeah,
arms and
that
yeah.
Epstein and all them were into that, and that's the multi-billion-dollar business that everybody's involved
Right,
in.
that makes
England,
sense.
France, everybody.
Right, right.
And
They all
that's-
profited from.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing that we haven't even started even to look
But
at
those-
the money for
but
military
also,
shit.
But also, I was thinking of you when I was hearing more and more about the Epstein files, and the more that has been released, because it's
Mm-hmm.
now not just raping young girls; it's killing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
there's some nasty,
Yeah.
vicious stuff in
It's
there.
killing. It's
Killing
harvesting
babies,
the origins.
tossing them in the
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
in the Lake Michigan, and Trump was on the boat allegedly.
Wow.
Well, they found a trap door straight into the ocean over atEpstein's Island. So if you kill a body and you
yeah.
dump it in the ocean,
Yeah.
the sharks are gonna get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holy
and they're
shit, I
now,
didn't know
and this
that.
is the thing with
That
his
may-
New
I could see
Mexico
that.
ranch. There was
Oh,
a
right.
butler or somebody that came out, or a chauffeur came out and said, "Yo, I know there's 2 European chicks that were buried out there in the
Well,
hills."
this guy that owns it now
Yeah,
is
he's
renovating.
He's associated. He was one. He's associated with Epstein. Was
Right.
like one of those partners with Epstein. So he bought it immediately, and they never
and
investigated
they've been
that
cultivating. They've been cultivating
Yeah.
and
and
digging
renovating.
stuff up.
Right.
So they've
Right.
already dug
So
up.
they've already
they've
dug up the
all the bodies. Yeah.
and that's where probably all that acid and shit that he was ordering.
hmm
That
Holy
because he was
shit.
ordering a large
Yeah,
amount
he had
of
more acid than Diddy had baby
baby oil.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is vast.
It's sick. It's sick.
It is. It's
going-
extremely
Wow.
sick.
And this is the thing. This shit's been going on for thousands of years.
Yeah.
If you have patriarchy, you have pedophilia, and you
Mhm.
have trade
horrible.
secrets being
Yeah.
sold, and it's just it's part of the game.
Mhm.
And for the longest time, every now and then, society will be like, "Okay, we're gonna try to be clean," but then as soon as you get a certain amount of rich guys that have more money than other rich guys,
Mhm.
your society always goes to the dark side. It
Mhm.
always goes into the dark empire. And we're in the dark empire right now. These
That's
guys
true.
got too much money,
Yep.
too much power above everybody else, and they all went to the dark side.
Mhm.
Wow.
Because it's always has been but it's been slightly more controlled and not so rampant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right now, it's very rampant.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was watching YouTube videos to where they were following the money. So Epstein's money came supposedly from Wexner, but a lot of Wexner's money came from leftover Maxwell money.
who's
And
Wexner?
Maxwell
Wexner
money
is this Ohio
came
guy.
from somebody else. So they've been putting the money, so they've been, it's like a business. They pass down the money.
Wexner is the owner, the CEO of what?
So he did
Was it
Victoria's
Victoria's
Secret,
Okay.
and
Hello.
I think the Candle Place.
Victoria's Secret, the young,
Yeah, the Candle
all the young
Place.
girls and models.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
that all, and again, and Trump with the Miss Teen USA and all of that. They have access to all of these young girls that want to be models, and yeah,
And it's a
all
perfect
part.
cover.
It exactly.
The modeling,
It's
I've
all
always,
part of that. It's
I've
all part of that.
always thought that all those modeling catalogs, like
Mm-hmm.
the early Victoria's Secrets and the, what was that other one? The more less
Cosmo?
glamorous. No, it was another lingerie model. Fredericks of Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I always thought that those were just pictures for rich guys to choose their next girlfriend.
Yeah, could be.
Because it looks like an
Interesting.
escort catalog.
Mm-hmm.
Taken from
Oh,
somebody who
okay.
took escort
Mm-hmm.
pictures. All those pictures I saw in those magazines look like escort pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those
Wow.
guys used them for shopping.
I'll take number 4.
Right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
and they would go over to all these different countries, find the girls that, guys want. They'll take pictures of them, put them in these magazines, pretend that it's all modeling. And really, it's just guys shopping.
Well, didn't Pam Bondi say that if they start locking them up, that the whole system will
Right.
collapse?
Yeah, like that was an excuse.
Yeah, right. And I'm just like, I think it's time for the whole system to
Can
collapse.
we
collapse.
fire Pam Bondi?
Oh my God!
Can we fire her? Like
what
oh
a
my.
tragedy!
Oh.
Oh,
She was
God.
originally part of the whole Epstein stuff down in Florida. She
right.
helped
She was,
Acosta.
she was an Epstein
Yeah.
girl.
She helped Acosta cover
She
it
was,
all up.
in my opinion, she was one of the girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's been in there that long.
Yeah, she's been in there that long.
Yeah.
She's been doing this shit for the longest time.
Yeah, she has no soul whatsoever. If you looked up in the
Mm-hmm. And I love
dictionary,
how they all wear the Christian crosses.
oh God!
Girl.
If
And
you
they're the
look up,
biggest evil
but if
people.
you look up the definition in the dictionary of high school mean girl, her picture would be there.
Yeah.
Pam Bondi. She's
Yeah.
she's typical
That's all
high
I
school
saw
mean girl.
on those when she was in front of Congress. I was just like,
I want to trip her
girl.
down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was over the
Yeah.
top mean girl.
Yes,
she was
exactly.
ridiculously character type mean
Yeah.
girl
How did
Yeah.
she even get her job?
because she covers
Epstein,
up.
Trump, all she's in
Because-
the middle of all of that.
Because she's a blonde white female
Mhm.
that loves patriarchy, thinks that she can control patriarchy, knows she gets her power from patriarchy,
Mm-hmm.
and part of her power comes from covering up all the bad boys.
Right.
And that's how she gets invited to all the clubs and all the inside meetings,
Mm-hmm.
and she gets to feel like she's part of the boys club and all that
Because
shit.
the whole time that the Epstein thing broke originally in the state of Florida, she was the
She was
attorney
there.
general. She
Yeah.
was the attorney general.
She was helping
and
it
could
go
have done
along.
it then,
Mhm.
but she was covering it up.
She was
then,
covering
too.
it all up. That's how they make their money.
Mhm.
That's how they feel important.
Mhm.
Because let's face it, if you're a woman in patriarchy, you don't have much power. But if you're a white woman in patriarchy and you get with the white boys and you've convinced the white boys that you're part of the
That
group,
you're on their side. And
then
yeah.
Right.
for a while they'll accept you
Mhm.
until they don't need
But
you
I
no
guarantee-
more, and then
but-
they kick your ass out.
Right, but I guarantee that they passed her around. They've
Yeah,
passed her
probably.
Like a hot biscuit.
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
That's what I'm starting to think about all these secret clubs. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that they're actually sacrificing virgins. I think they're sucking each other's dicks and taking pictures.
Oh, they're a bunch of
And
dick
that's
suckers.
why they're so secretive about it.
hmm
It's because it's not just, I'm going to rape a virgin girl.
Well, there's
because
a
in
certain
patriarchy,
amount.
you're basically allowed to do that.
And
but
there's
you're
a
still not
s-
supposed to suck another man's dick.
And there's a certain amount of power
yes.
and it's a power trip.
It's a power
in,
trip.
I'm dominating you.
Right. Like we said from the original Comedy Sex Show, the deers fucking other deers.
Yes.
It's a power trip.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to just beat you in a fight. I'm going to fuck you in front of all these other females to know that you are not fuckable for these females.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think all these male secret societies, I think that's what they're actually really doing in the actual real embarrassing secret.
Mm-hmm.
Is that they're sucking each other's dicks, and that as a freshman you suck that guy's dick,
I could see that.
and
yeah.
that's why when you're a senior you want that freshman to suck your dick because you had to,
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
and that's probably
It's a
why
dick
all
sucking
these
epidemic.
fraternity things.
It's like some serious shit going
Yeah.
down.
I must say, I was ahead of that curve.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
But all these fraternities are always centered
You're the
around
Grand
sex.
Marshal of dick sucking.
Oh my God! And then talking about this, all these down low gay
Ooh, some
Republican men. Oh, that was a great night. Great night. Oh, last night was great. Oh yeah, Jonathan.
Oh, yes, Stevie.
But like all
Profile
these,
name. Sorry.
coming to find out more and more of these Republicans are gay men on the down low, and they're the worst.
Yeah, yeah.
And I believe that all the horrible shit that goes on for patriarchy to go against females, I think it
Okay.
comes from down low gay men. I think down low gay men
The Republicans.
There is.
so angry at women that they have to fuck a woman and have to
Right,
have a family
right.
by a woman.
And they, when
That
they're
they
curious
hate
about
women.
something, about being with a man,
So when they
but
get
they
to
can't
power,
do it.
and
so.
they hate when a heterosexual man that they want to fuck or want to suck their dick likes an actual female, they hate that, and they want to destroy the female that guy likes. And I think that's
That
where
makes
all
sense.
the worst of the patriarchal rules come into being.
Okay.
Is that when these down low gay guys get into power, they're the ones that create all these extra little rules like, oh, a woman can't have a credit card. Oh, a woman has to
Right,
be
right.
slave to the husband, and all this kind of shit. And you'll notice that a lot of
I'm
this
gonna
shit
suck my
comes
best friend's
from
dick tonight.
yeah, but it comes from first there was a lot of religious guys, and a lot of those
Yep.
religious guys turn out to be guys that just like other guys,
They're closeted, yeah.
and they want to be closed in with a lot, and they
but
all
yet
have
they're
access
still,
to boys.
But yet they're still pressured into
Right.
conforming to societal
because
norms.
if you have to have a child, you have to be with the female,
Right.
and they hate that. That's why they're constantly trying to clone kids. That's why they're constantly trying to actually eliminate females. That's what they're trying to do with all these fucking robots and shit. They want to eliminate the female and the female choice because they really hate the fact that females have the power over reproduction.
Well, but sexuality also is very fluid. It's
No pun intended.
yeah. Oh. But society is the one, and religion is the one that has said, no, you have to be like this. You have to
Right.
marry a woman, and
Yeah,
all of this.
correct.
Yeah.
But most people, I think, would like to experiment or step outside of there, but they don't. They're afraid to. They feel that they shouldn't, they couldn't, they wouldn't. They, you know.
Right, right.
And a
And
lot of
that's
yeah.
where frustration and all of that starts building up
Yeah,
inside.
because you're so busy trying to control all of sexuality that you
Right.
create rules for men, you create rules for women,
Right.
and then
here
you try
comes
to
all the labels.
yeah.
Yep.
I think this is the thing with me. Whenever I see all these Republican men trying to be manly men, they come off as seriously gay.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
I'm like, girl.
Like Winter Olympics, guys.
Did you see Kid Rock and
yeah.
Ark?
And
Oh
he's,
my
and
God.
he's
Working out.
with his
Yeah.
blue jeans
Gay was
on.
that? That was
I was
even.
like, this is so fucking gay.
Blah,
And then you
blah.
look at all these early pictures of these guys in college and shit, and they're always, trying to pose,
Right.
And I'm like, that looks really gay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a dead ringer for gay, for sure.
Yep.
And when they're
Yeah.
supporting each other in their locker rooms and
And
shit,
smacking each other's butts.
I'm just
and,
like, there's a lot
And
of
they're all
gay
like,
shit.
oh, that's gay.
Yeah. It just
does this
really,
make me look gay?
Does this make me look gay? Oh.
And they always jump on the chance to be negative towards a female.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
why
look
are you?
at the hockey team.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I felt so. I've got such conflicting emotions about
Right,
that.
me too.
I was so proud of the boys for winning, and then they go in the locker room with Kash Patel, and Trump calls them and starts that misogynistic bullshit, and they're laughing, and then they go to the White House to eat McDonald's.
Right.
McDonald's.
The picture of the U.S. Olympic hockey team, the boys that are sitting there opening ketchup packets to put on their McDonald's burger.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But they tanked their whole
Oh, yeah.
respect. The
Oh, yeah.
country has lost
Completely
respect
tanked
for
it.
them, and
Yeah.
for the women has went sky
Yeah.
high
And this is the thing
because
that
they've
cracks me up.
won many years.
The women have.
They're much more
they've
superior.
medaled every single
Absol-
Olympic they've been in.
Right. And it's
They've
been
gold
what 40
medaled
years, 40
at least
years?
3 or 4 times.
Right.
The men have only gold medaled twice.
Yeah,
40
40
years ago with the Russians, and now this time with the Canadians. And they're acting like they're the shit.
Mhm.
And this is what cracks me up. Is that, and I think that's probably why they go into the negative towards the female hockey team, because they know the female hockey team wins all the fucking time,
Mm-hmm.
and they know the male hockey team sucks.
Mhm.
And so the one time they get a victory, they don't want to just have that victory. They want to shove the nose and all that. They want
Yeah.
to humiliate the female to make it look like they're even better than the female, even though they didn't medal as much as the
Right, right.
females. But that's
Well,
their
again,
only
the
way of
truth
trying
is
to
coming
be better.
out, and it's kind of went like that
Yeah.
for the women.
Yeah.
The support.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And this is the thing. I'm kind of iffy on this. I'm back and
Okay.
forth on it because I've watched the videos and stuff. All right, so Trump always goes towards the negative for his joke.
Right.
And I noticed that in right-wing Republican male commentators.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They always do a negative and a butt of a joke in order to have a joke.
Right.
My
To make themselves look better.
Right, my
superior.
brother-in-law, his comedy was always the butt of somebody else's joke.
Mm-hmm.
He always had to insult somebody for a joke, and I've
Right.
noticed that.
Right.
Right.
So Trump always goes to the negative for the joke.
Yep.
So when you hear that phone call, you hear that it's Trump. He always goes towards the negative. The boys were just super excited.
Right.
Right.
They're
Right.
part of.
They
they're-
just won the Olympic
right.
gold.
They're already in that mind space of being with each other
Right.
and doing what So if
It's
somebody
that-
giggles,
So
everybody
what's
else
the
is going
giggles,
to giggle.
right.
If somebody screams, everybody else is going to scream.
Right.
If somebody says USA, everybody else is. It's that mind
Right.
thing, right?
Absolutely.
So as soon
Follow
as
the
Trump
crowd.
went to the negative, they went to the negative.
Absolutely.
They just followed
but
Trump's
that,
pitch.
But that pointed out that patriarchal
Right.
man
Right.
thing.
And I was saying to myself, if Trump didn't
Mm-hmm.
always go towards the negative, like if that was Obama, and he said, and Obama would have said, and what about those women? They won too. The boys in
Oh,
that
they would have been,
locker room would have went,
yay!
yeah, USA.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
this is
100%.
why I'm not completely against them, because
Same
they
here,
were
same
already
here.
in that
I
mind
agree.
fuck where they were going
I-
to do whatever, and
I see
especially
it the same way.
supposedly the powerful man that's at the top of the hierarchy.
The president
The
of the
hierarchy.
United
The hierarchy.
His little
The
Harry.
president
Right.
of the United States
Right.
actually called them in the
Right.
thing that should have
Right.
been a monumental moment
Right.
for them.
And they were
And
already
instead,
partying and
he
everything like
fucked
that.
it up for
Right.
them
Exactly.
again.
And they couldn't help themselves because
Right.
they were already in that headspace.
Exactly.
Right.
I
Because it
agree.
could
I
have-
agree
could have
completely.
went completely different.
Yeah.
If they don't always go to the negative. Trump always goes to the negative.
Yeah. And then he was like,
does.
oh well, I guess I should invite the women too.
Yeah.
And they all laughed because he laughed.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And
it's
in-
that mentality. you
And
were
in that
saying.
patriarchal style of heterarchy mentality, you always make the woman the butt of the joke, the
Yep.
gay the butt of the joke, the child
The
the butt
weak.
of the joke, the weak of
yeah.
some sort the
Right.
butt of the joke.
Mhm.
The guy who didn't finish the triathlon, the butt
Yeah.
of the joke.
Right.
You know,
Uh-huh.
you always. And so I kind of be like,
No, I agree completely, but
Mm-hmm.
the way it played out
Yeah.
was ugly.
but at least it's a learning experience because I'm sure
Absolutely.
that a lot of those guys went home and their moms were like, "What the fuck?"
Well, they were also, I saw where they were disappointed. They kind of had their heads down when they were at the airport because they were expecting a much bigger reception.
Oh, I didn't see
Really?
that
Yeah.
part. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Again, this is another
That
thing.
has to be embarrassing. Expecting somebody to be
Right?
like, she's here. And they're like,
Yeah,
you know, like that has to be so embarrassing.
absolutely. But I was talking to somebody a couple days ago about how it is really getting so difficult right now in figuring out what is real and what is AI or what is
Yes.
misinformation
Yes.
or what, like that thing with the airport. I don't
Right.
know that was true or that it was a legitimate source, but I did see something about that. So
Yeah, 'cause
it's
they-
really scary right
Yeah,
now.
they did a congresswoman where she was getting arrested. It was a black congresswoman, and she was getting arrested, and they AI'd the photo to where she was just crying and sobbing, and she didn't. She walked out with her head
Stoic.
proud, which is a completely different message.
Right. Well, also the State of the Union. Oh my God.
Oh, I
which
couldn't even stomach it.
me neither. I
And
couldn't
I'm not
watch
watching any of the shows that talk about it.
But I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it. But I did see the cut with Ilhan Omar.
Oh, right, yelling back at him.
She sat in her seat and she yelled like, "You're killing Americans.
Yeah.
You're killing
You
Americans."
killed 2
And he said,
Americans.
"You should be embarrassed." She goes, "You should be embarrassed."
Yeah.
Or "You're an embarrassment," or something like that,
Right.
because he was talking about her country's
Right.
people, and or the Somalis, and on MAGA's The Right Wing today, they showed a split screen and showed Trump standing there and showed her standing up yelling like Marjorie Taylor Greene did.
Right, right.
But she never got up out of her seat.
Right.
She did not get up
Yeah.
out of
So
her
that was
seat.
completely
But
AI?
totally.
It's so hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell.
And
Unless they
that's
have
being-
like 7 fingers.
Right, and that
Do you
was
know?
being sent out to.
Oh my
No, it was
God.
it was a still picture, so
Wow.
which was easier to manipulate. But that was what was sent out to Fox and OAN and all of those.
Because
We
sometimes
have
you
to
don't
get
know.
rid of the propaganda networks. We have to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
To me, these networks like Fox TV, the government gives them permission to be a news organization and use the airways.
Mm-hmm.
I think when they had to pay $350 billion or something stupid like that because they
Right.
lied on their
Right.
newscast,
It was 375 million.
they should have lost the license.
I agree 100%.
And this is what's pissing me off about the Democrats. Because under the Biden administration and the Obama administration and stuff, they should have gone after these guys.
I
First,
agree.
they should have. Eric Garland was just like sitting on the secret files down at Trump Largo,
Well,
Mar-a-Lago and stuff. Like they just sit
Eileen
on
Cannon.
shit.
Eileen Cannon is the one that did that. The Trumper judge down there. She ended up just the other day threw him out.
No. I'm talking during the Biden administration.
Right.
They could have done shit. And same with
They-
the Epstein
they-
files. They could have released the Epstein
No, they
files
did.
under Biden.
They
and
did
didn't.
with the classified document case that was in Florida, and Aileen Cannon was the judge that was assigned to it, who was a Trumper, a loyalist to Trump,
You
and
don't
she
think the
manipulated it.
Republicans
She
could have-
manipulated it.
If that would have happened opposite,
and the other
you
day
don't think
threw
the
it out
Republicans
completely.
under Trump would have been like, okay, I'm going to ignore this judge and send it to another judge. Find some sort of legal way to send it to another judge. You don't think they could have done it?
Oh God.
Of course they would do it.
Yeah.
Could have.
Trump would do it.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm getting pissed off about the Democrats, is that they don't actually ever fight. They're the
And-
loyal opposition, which keeps the power being the power.
The thing that is
Right.
pissing me off is they keep playing by the rules and,
Right, and there are-
against people who
Don't
have
pay the-
tossed the rule book out the window.
Right. Like if you're playing Monopoly against somebody who's constantly stealing from the bank,
Yeah.
why are you playing Monopoly with this person and continuing to play the Monopoly with this person? You're
You
being
should
an
get up,
idiot.
smack them across
Right.
the head, and take their money back.
Toss the board.
Yeah.
It's like my nephews, my one nephew would always fucking cheat. And the other nephew would catch him and get so pissed that he would like throw fits and throw the board and everything
Wow.
like that.
Oh,
And they
wow.
never could finish a game because the one nephew would always fucking cheat. Like always. It just to the point to where they refuse to play games.
But again, they're not playing by the rules, so you cannot
right.
play by the rules.
That's
Or
right,
maybe
looking
he
at
gave
me all the
good
time.
head.
We should end it on that joke. We should end it on that joke.
And on the note of good head, guys.
Not a good head. That's what you do with a head. All right, this is Comedy Sex Show. I'm Tara Tiara.
I'm Lola Basnato.
And I'm Tim Moss.
Until next time.
Yay!
Kelly 6 Show. Kelly 6 Show. Turn it up. Let's